Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you are all feeling calm, feeling good, feeling happy. I know I am. I just did a meditation, so I'm feeling great. Today we're going to do a video over what big changes are coming in your life in the immediate future. And when I say immediate future, I mean within the next month or so. So this is what you can expect to be changing, to be happening for you in the next month or so from whenever you're watching this. This is timeless. It doesn't really matter what time you're watching this, if you're watching it the day that I posted it or a year from now, whatever it is. So we have 4 groups here. You can pick whichever group calls to your intuition. We have, for those of you who like the crystals, we have yellow calcite, we have selenite, green calcite, and clear quartz. So whichever one draws you in, whichever catches your eye the most, whichever your soul is calling to. It's okay if it calls to more than one. You're welcome to watch more than one group. And you can check out the timestamps that I posted below in the description and skip right to your group. Hi, group number 1. If you picked the yellow calcite, you are in the right place. I'll set that aside for now, and let's get into your tarot cards, and then we will look at all of your wonderful oracle cards. So for your tarot cards, we have the Ace of Cups upright, King of Cups upright, we have the Tower in reverse, and the Page of Wands upright. All right, so what I'm seeing in the next month, the immediate big changes that you're going to be having are, so we have the Ace of Cups. This is what we start with, right? So this is great. The Ace of Cups is awesome. This is, new relationships. This is, primarily this does talk about, since it's cups, it's emotion. This is going to be new relationships, new friendships, or even if you're not starting a new relationship, you're going to have a renewed sense of like your relationship is changing somehow in a good way. It's going to feel refreshed. It's going to feel exciting and fun and new and emotional. And this is also talking about peace and happiness and harmony. So this is really good. If you haven't been feeling this, this is something that is going to just kind of come like wash over you very soon. It's like a wave of just feeling very new, just a renewed sense, especially in your relationships. And then we have the King of Cups. For some of you, you're going to be starting a relationship with the King of Cups. This is, this can be a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be specific to male or female, but it is a masculine energy coming into your life that is, possibly a water sign or has water sign placements or is very dominant in that sense. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Masculine energy. It does not have to be a male. It could be a masculine female as well. And this could be someone you're going to be in a relationship, someone you're going to be friends with, someone just coming into your life that is new. And they're going to be very mature, very compassionate, hold all of those wonderful water sign qualities. So that's for some of you. For some of you, this can just be talking about the energy that's coming, the energy of that cups energy, the compassionate, the maturity, the feeling all of your feelings and not being ashamed of them, and just being very harmonious. Again, happy, harmonious, especially because we have this Ace of Cups, right? But then we have the Tower in reverse, and I don't want you to freak out too much about this because this is a good change. The Tower in reverse, so the Tower upright, first of all, this is usually, for example, the coronavirus is a great example of the Tower upright. This is a sudden change that causes disaster and upheaval and just kind of destruction, and everyone's very scared, and people are literally panicking, and this is a change, but it brings good things, a new beginning somehow. And I think, obviously I talk about this in some of my other recent videos, especially since we're kind of in this time of being quarantined. this is a new good change. But when you have the Tower in reverse, this is talking about a change that you know is going to happen, but you're resisting it. You know that this change is inevitable, but you don't want to go through with it. So you're delaying it. You're delaying some kind of change in your life that you feel would hurt you or hinder you, but that's not the truth. The truth is that when you let this change happen, you are going to be so much happier. And I really feel like it could have to do with relationships, especially because we have all of this like cups energy, right? So I really feel like you're not wanting to let something go. It doesn't have to be relationship related though. You know, maybe this is, you have to let something go in your life so that you can embrace these new relationships coming in, or this new happiness, this new peace. And then we also have the Page of Wands as well. So I really feel like because this comes after the Tower in reverse, that will be the thing that you have to let go in order to receive. And the Page of Wands is great. The Page of Wands is all about good news. This can come by like letter or phone specifically, or even word of mouth. Exciting plans happening, bright ideas. You know, Wands is about passions, finding your passion, being optimistic, being very active and childlike. So I feel like all of these really wonderful blessings are going to come through, but you have to kind of let whatever this changes. Maybe it's, you know, quitting your job, letting go of your job so you can embrace something new. I'm not really particularly feeling that career energy, but maybe it's saying let go of that, you know, so you can embrace all of these other things, your passions, your relationships. Maybe you need to let go of an old relationship, an ex maybe, somebody that you're kind of hung up on, because you have this King of Cups coming into your life, this wonderful, mature, passionate, compassionate male or masculine energy coming into your life that will make you feel so much better. But you have to let go of something. You have to let some kind of change happen. And only you know what this is, because this is a very general reading, and this could be something as little as you need to let the inevitable change of, you know, what this virus or something is doing to your life and your family, and you need to let go of some of those old constructs that you've been holding on to and move forward with just living in the moment. It could be literally anything. I don't know what that changes for you, but relate it back to your life. Take what what applies to you and let the rest of it kind of fly, because there are just so many of you that watch my videos, so I have no idea, but there's something that you have to kind of let go of. And once you do, all of these really wonderful things are going to be coming into your life. I'm wondering also if maybe some of you need to let go of the King of Cups. Like maybe this King of Cups, I feel like you can read cards however you need to, however you want to. So maybe some of you are kind of feeling this King of Cups in reverse energy of like maybe someone that you are with currently is not serving you anymore. It's just not, that energy isn't serving you anymore. That person isn't serving you, and you need to let them go in order to receive some of these new blessings. But take it however it applies to your life. Let's look at your oracle cards to see if we can find any more messages, any more clues to what changes are going to be happening in your life. So we have community. That absolutely makes sense because we have that Ace of Cups. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that more in a second. We have exchanging gifts. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys are going to be receiving some blessings. We have happy. Yes. Whenever I look at that card, it just makes me so happy. Okay, so let's talk about this community card. Yeah, with this Ace of Cups, this is talking about feeling like you belong somewhere, being seen, being understood by someone, having like-minded connections, joining a new group, joining maybe a new specific group that you do activities with, or you have a passion that you all share with. This is family and friendship. This is literally everything that this Ace of Cups talks about. Feeling like you belong somewhere, feeling like you're being understood by somebody. And I think that someone is going to be coming into your life to understand you. Or maybe, again, it could also just be with your current relationships, a sense of renewed community, or a sense of renewed feeling like you belong, feeling seen, feeling understood by somebody, a renewed connection with somebody. So I really feel like some of you are going to be having new people, but some of you will be feeling renewed within your relationships that already exist, which is great either way. So that's a big change. Another big change is exchanging gifts. So this card talks about giving and receiving. So I think sometimes we ask for things and that's all we're doing is we're asking, and we're not doing anything to give back, to be grateful, to do that give and take that is needed in life, because we need a balance, right? So I think that some of you will be learning this give and take. You're going to be giving some and you're going to be getting some. And I think that that fits very well with the community sense that we have, because in a community we give a little bit and we take a little bit. And so once you learn to give some, you will get some. This can also be applied in a law of attraction sort of way. If there's something you wanted to manifest, the best way to manifest is to give to other people, to be grateful to other people, and also show your gratitude for the things that you are receiving. So if there's something specific that you want to be manifesting, you need to be giving. That's a change that's going to be happening in your life soon, is you're going to kind of understand this give and take, and you're going to be giving and you're going to be receiving. And if you are the kind of person who is too giving, you're just giving, you're going to be having a change of someone actually reciprocating that, someone actually giving back to you. Especially that makes me think of that, feeling seen, feeling understood kind of energy, is somebody sees you and they give you what you deserve. They give you the things that you've been giving right back to you. So that is really wonderful. And then we have happy. I love this card so much. Happy. She's so happy. Wow. Yeah, so this card is literally just happiness. It's talking about joy. It's talking about contentment. All is well. If things have not been well for you, the big change is that all will be well. You will be feeling fulfilled. You're going to be feeling joy, and you're going to be living in the present moment, because when we feel happiness, we are much more inclined to just kind of live in the moment and take that in. So you are going to be very, very happy within the next coming month, and I love that for you. That's so great. But again, remember, in order to get there, you have to let some kind of change happen. You have to just sort of give in and let the universe do its thing. If there's going to be some disaster, some upheaval, then just let it happen. And once you let that disaster happen, you can recover, you can heal, and then this new sense of community, this new sense of, relationships, this new sense of you're getting what you've been giving. You are going to have a renewed sense of happiness and joy. So you kind of have to just let things happen. Don't try to control. Just let life happen for right now. For your fairy card, we have ask for help. Yeah, just like we were talking about with that giving and receiving, nobody said that you had to go through all of this alone. Nobody said that. And I think that this specifically speaks to this exchanging gifts card. So I really feel like, ask for the things that you want. Ask for the things that you want. Ask for guidance. Ask for a sign. And you will get it. When you ask for it, you're going to receive it back. Just make sure that you're also giving. You're giving some, you're showing gratitude, all of that. But if you ask for help, people will show up to help you. There are good people in the world, especially if you are going through a tower moment, if you are having some kind of destruction, some upheaval. don't be scared of that. Just let it happen. Ask for help when needed, and you will receive. You will absolutely receive from your community, from your guides. You're going to be receiving, and you're going to be so much happier when you do. So that's really, really important for you, Group 1. For your native spirit card, we have Spirit Keeper of the West. So this is a transformation card, and the Tower generally does talk about transformation. It really reminds me of that Scorpio energy. Transforming is not a bad thing. A lot of people get scared by transformation, get scared by that Tower card, they get scared of the Death card, but it's really a good thing. You're letting go of the old and bringing in the new. And that's what this is about. This is about, some kind of initiation. This is about harvesting and getting your long-awaited gifts and blessings. But this is positive change. And the best positive change is going to come from turmoil. So let the destruction happen. Let the anger happen. Let that fight happen. Let it all come crashing down, because then it will build up in the right way. Sometimes we build our foundations on something rocky, something that is not even, something that is not going to be sustainable in the long run. So it just comes crashing down, and then we build something new. We build something new that is not going to be shaky later. It's going to be solid for us. So that's what's happening. You're just on a rocky foundation, and you have to rebuild it. And it will be rebuilt on community, on gifts, on blessings, on happiness. And that's so great. The energies around these next two cards are the energies around these big changes. So, of course, we have Pluto, transformation. I love when that happens. And I just want you to pay attention to some of the things that this card says. It says renewal. Again, I was talking about that renewal of relationships. Maybe a relationship has to come to an end for you to transform and to become really, really happy. Some kind of evolution, some kind of personal power. This is going to be motivation. This is death, but it's also rebirth. It's, it's extreme, of course, but it's actually going to work out in your favor quite well. Another energy that this holds was that 10th house, that reputation, the career. I was talking about that. I was like, maybe you guys need to be letting go of some kind of job so you can start focusing on your relationships. I was really feeling that energy. I wasn't sure why, because I was like, I don't see any pentacles. I don't really see anything happening with the reputation part of it, but we have the 10th house. So this is confirming that some of you are going to have to let go of a certain job, and it will let in so many new blessings, because you're going to be getting maybe a new job, maybe something that you can do from home, maybe some job where you can focus more on your family, or you're going to join some new community that's going to feel much better than your past work life situation. So that is all I have for you, Group 1. I'm so excited for you. If this resonated with you, or if you're just really excited about all of these big changes coming, let me know in the comments. Follow me on Twitter. It's in my description. Also, my Instagram is there as well. I post more on Twitter, just so you know. And hit me up on either of those social medias for personal readings. I do those just whenever people come to me. So let me know, and I will book you. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Hi, Group 2. If you picked the Selenite stick, then you are in the right place. We'll set that over to the side and start looking at your tarot cards. Then we will get into your oracle cards. So let's see what big changes are going to be happening in your life, Group 2. For your tarot cards, we have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. All right, and we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So a lot of reversals. All of them are reversed. This is not a bad thing, but let's dive into this. So with this Hierophant card, this card in reverse talks about rebellion. This is a big theme happening in the world, so I'm not surprised that it came up. A big change that's happening collectively is that we are breaking through old constructs. The idea that we have to get up every day and go to work. The idea that we have to have all of our restaurants to eat out at. This thought that the world does not run without these large corporations, these big businesses, these traditional values. This card in upright talks about traditional values, big companies, big people, powerful people, traditional religions as well. But when this card is in reverse, this is going against that, rebelling. So even if you do not have this happening in the collective right now, like even if you're watching this a year later, you're not watching this during the coronavirus outbreak, this just talks about rebellion in your life, some kind of breaking the constructs. Maybe something like maybe you lost your job and you're kind of going against what you would usually do, the traditional thing to do, and you're actually finding a new source of income that you didn't think of before. This is just an example. This could be about anything. This is rebelling from what is normal. This is a big change happening in your life very soon, if it has not happened already. So going against the grain, letting go of something. And that is what this Four of Cups in reverse talks about as well. This is letting go of something, letting go, end of a stagnation as well. That construct, that thing that was keeping you in that traditional, like what you have always done, that is being broken down because you were stagnant in that. You were stagnant in that way of living. Nothing was going to happen for you in that state of living. Even if you felt like it was just going to be the same thing over and over, the same old. Whereas this is breaking a stagnation. This is movement. You're going to be more focused. You're going to be more optimistic and enthusiastic because you're going to let go of something that was no longer serving you. So I don't know what that is for you. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a passion. I don't know. Maybe it's a religion. So apply it to your own life and let me know in the comments, because I love to hear how this related in your life. It just makes me feel like I'm relating to you guys. So breaking the construct, letting go. This card. I feel like you've been having some anxieties. You've been having a really hard time, and maybe that's because you were in this old traditional thing that you kept doing or you were doing for so long, and that was causing you so much grief and anxiety. And this in reverse is saying that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. This is letting go again. This is letting go of that anxiety. There's so much about letting go here, and we just had a Scorpio full moon, so it absolutely makes sense with the timing. This is improvement. This is opening up to people. This is accepting help from people. Because this card upright is pretty grim. This is anxiety. This is mental torture. This is trapped. Feeling trapped in your own space, in your own head. But reversed, this is letting go of all that and no longer feeling trapped because you went against something, or you broke something, or you are moving away from those things that trapped you mentally, that you felt trapped in. So very wonderful, very good. And then this Three of Cups. This seems kind of to be a separate message. Specifically, if you are watching this right now in 2020, this is talking about there will be some more canceled celebrations, and it's gonna suck. You may have expected things to open back up or to continue as normal by now, but within the next month there's going to be some more cancellations, and I just want you to be aware of that. But this can also talk about overindulgence. So I think we'll get into more of this probably in the oracle cards, we'll see. But this does talk about overindulgence. So I really feel like that may be a separate message, a separate warning, just that, maybe you're overindulging in something or you need to be finding some kind of balance. So let's get into your oracle cards. For your wisdom of the oracle cards, we have, time to go. Time to go. Yes, I love that. So we also have peace. Yeah, peace. And for your last wisdom card, we have imagine. Wow. Okay. These definitely correlate with everything I've been saying so far. So, time to go. It is time to let go of something. This is just reiterating everything I've already said. I love that. You are definitely going to be leaving something. Something is going to be opening up. This is going to open you up to so many more opportunities because you're leaving. This track doesn't stop. You're leaving it and then you start something new, right? So that is so great, so cool. You're going to be leaving something within the next month for sure. And I don't know what that is for you. Peace. Yeah. So that really makes me feel this 9 of Swords in reverse energy. So the peace, you're going to feel so much acceptance, just a wave of peace, living in the moment, being comfortable living in the moment because you've let go of that anxiety, you've let go of those old constructs, whatever was holding you back. Maybe that's a relationship, maybe that's a job, maybe that's a religion, a passion. Something was holding you back and you've let it go, and you're going to find so much peace. You're going to find radical acceptance, just acceptance of your situation, and you're going to feel so much better. And we also have imagine. This card gives me big temperance vibes, like the temperance card in tarot. This gives me Pisces energy for sure. This card talks about imagination, which is a big Pisces thing. This is manifestation and creative thought. And because of that, I'm also really feeling that like balance energy, that maybe you need to make sure, even though this is all great, this is kind of like a separate message coming through that's like, okay, indulge, but don't overindulge. Don't over-celebrate. Don't get crazy. Just feel peace. Just find balance. Don't overindulge in something. For your fairy card, again, we have moderation. That literally goes exactly with what I was just saying. This imagine card, this temperance energy, this like, this specific card talks about food. So that could be a message for you guys, but it doesn't have to be about food. This can be about alcohol. This could be about, literally anything that you can do too much of, not being a workaholic, spending too much time watching TV, spending too much time kind of indulging and doing the things that you enjoy. You have to also find that balance of like what you need to be doing, your normal everyday chores and things, but also indulging. So moderation, make sure that you are, again, in this specific card, it does talk about eating. Try to eat mindfully and healthily. A little bit of what you fancy is fine, but don't go overboard. So I don't know if that message is going to make sense right now, but it might in the future. So just make sure that you remember to just kind of moderate. Those fun things are only fun because you moderate and you do just a little bit of it. You don't overindulge. So that's kind of just like a whole separate message, but the rest of this is kind of just like letting go and finding the peace, finding the balance, and moderation talks about balance as well. So we also have the tribal spirit dancer. Okay, so I'm just feeling like with this card, it's just freedom. Like the birds kind of represent freedom. The ocean feels so free. It just kind of, it also makes me think of like that wave of peace as well. These waves are coming in, this wave of peace, this wave of freedom, flying away from something. This is talking about letting go again. This is like saying yes to life. This is dancing. This is exploring. This is being free. I think that all of these energies are going to be absolutely coming over you within the next month. This is a big breakthrough for you. You're going to be feeling so free, so good about life in general. So you're going to be letting go of something for sure. For your other two cards, I put the intention in that these are going to be the energies of these big changes. So the first card that you have is the moon, feelings. So the energy that this is holding is like the feelings, the emotions. This is moods. I see family in here, mother. Maybe your mother was somebody who was holding you back or kind of restricting you from something. Maybe you're letting go of your family's ideals or the things that your family ingrained in you from such a young age. That's just, kind of a guess, but this is talking about feelings for sure. This is comfort, making sure that you're comfortable, making sure that you are peaceful, you are soothed, and also just trusting your gut, trusting your feelings as well. And for your other card, this is the energy, Aries, the radical. I literally said radical peace, radical acceptance, the radical. This is, self-starting, assertive, selfish, a little bit. Sometimes we have to be selfish. Don't overindulge in that selfishness, but, be all of the things that you need to be. Be active, be free. Aries are very free, fiery people. But also, that thing with the imagination card, the Imagine card, it does talk about manifestations. If you've been wanting to manifest something in particular, you need to make sure that you are at peace and make sure that you are visualizing things. Pisces are very visual, they visualize things, they dream about things, they're creative. But also Aries are fantastic at manifesting because they don't care. They are just so motivated. They just kind of are self-starting. They do what they want. They act on what they want. And I would know because I'm an Aries moon, Aries Venus, Aries Mercury, so much Aries placements in my chart. So really, they are so good at manifesting because they just do what they want. And they are very, very daring. They're very fierce about it. They're very active about it. So if you want something, that's another message that's coming through, is that you just have to do it. If you want out of these constraints over here, you just have to tell them that you want out and that you're going to do your own thing. You're going to rebel. Aries are very, very, they're big rebels for sure. So that's the energy. That's what you're going to be embodying, the feelings and also this fiery energy. So I'm so excited for all of your big changes, group 2. If you are also excited or if this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I love hearing your stories, your philosophies, whatever it is. Give this video a like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. And check out my Instagram and my Twitter in the description below. On those two apps, you can DM me and request a personal reading as well. So if you are interested in that, go check out my prices. And I will see you guys very soon. Hi, group 3. If you pick the green calcite, you are in the right place. We'll put that over to the side for now. And we'll look at your cards. So, for your tarot cards, these are the big changes that are going to be happening in your immediate future within the next month. We have the World upright, fantastic. The Fool in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we also have the Sun in reverse. All right. I'm also going to lay out your Wisdom Oracle cards. I'm not going to lay out all of the Oracle cards, but I'm just feeling the need to get some more insight. Okay. So we have chop wood, time for a nap, and milk and honey as well. All right, well, let's start with your tarot cards, and then we'll talk about what's happening down here. So, for your tarot cards, we have the World. So, oh Lord, this is going to be a problem. Okay, for the World, this is a great card. I love this card. This is about completion. This is about ending a cycle, being very successful, being very, having some kind of conclusion happening, achieving something, ending something, closing a book, closing a chapter. But this is also a sense of belonging and feeling whole. So I feel like something in your life is coming to an end, but it's because you achieved a goal. It's because you basically leveled up. And this is great. This is celebration. This is just like so great. It's the circle of life, right? I love that so much for you. So that is one of the big changes happening, is you're going to be completing something. You're going to be kind of you're going to be closing a chapter, or checking something off your list, basically, and it's going to feel awesome. But then we have the next three cards, and usually in the circle of tarot, basically, we have the World, and that ends the major arcana, right? So that ends it, and the Fool usually begins it with a new beginning. The Fool is about new beginnings. So this is about a new beginning that you're going to be starting, but this new beginning is going to feel like you don't really want to start it. Like you just you really liked completing this other goal. You really liked doing this, or now that it's finished, you don't know what to do with yourself. It's just kind of like you're starting a new beginning, but you're not feeling so awesome and triumphant about it as it is upright. Like when this card is upright, it's very happy. It's very like, yeah, let's go get it. It's adventure time. But when it's in reverse, it is very like you're kind of careless, or you're unsure. You don't really care about this new beginning, or this new opportunity. So I feel like you're just kind of not going to know what to do with yourself also. So you're not going to really know what to do with yourself after this thing ends. And I've felt that so many times in my life, of just like closing a chapter and just being like, what now? What do we do now? So then we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this talks about, in reverse, it does talk about not finishing what you started, or, maybe not being so self-starting, not being very, not working, not putting in the work. You're kind of, this also does talk about, for some of you, being extremely money obsessed, but not actually putting in the effort, not actually putting in the work to get the rewards, get the money, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be money specifically, but since it is Pentacles, it does typically talk about work. So I feel like maybe this change is talking about your job, and specifically is you completed something and you don't know what to do now, and you're not really willing to put in the work, but you want to get all the rewards, and that is going to lead to the Sun in reverse, which is kind of unhappiness. So that's kind of, I always look at your tarot cards as like, you can change what you see here. If you don't like what you see here, if you don't like that you haven't been putting in the work, or that you've been feeling reluctant, or you see that, you catch yourself doing that within the next month, and you can change it. You can change it for sure. So here are the things you can do to change it. Here are your oracle cards. Chopwood. This card represents kind of just doing the work, just doing the mundane, everyday chores, doing the very simple things, being grounded, being kind of humble, and just working and letting things happen. I have felt so many times in my life where I know that I just have to get down to business, do the work, and just let life happen, because I don't have anything crazy going on, because I just finished this other thing. I just finished this great goal, but now there's nothing really crazy going on and I'm bored. So you just have to kind of do the work, go through life, just stay busy, and do your thing. Like, it's basically just saying, like, you just have to kind of roll with everything, go with the flow, just do your work, get down to business, because you're going to be rewarded. I'll talk about this milk and honey later, but you will be rewarded if you actually just kind of get to work. So sometimes that happens in life where there's just a time period where we just have to sort of get down to business. We have to do the dishes. We have to do our homework. We have to do our, whatever work we have accumulated in our day job, whatever it is. You just kind of have to get through it, and let things happen. Because right now it doesn't really sound like anything crazy is going to happen, because you just completed something awesome. And because you just completed something awesome, your cards are also giving you a permission to take a nap, to sort of rest, and just, again, both of these cards are about allowing things to happen. Chop wood and time for a nap. This is just doing what you gotta do, but not really taking real action, not trying to make anything specific happen, allowing your dreams to kind of come to you. You don't have to focus on anything in particular other than just your daily things that you have to do. So do your daily stuff, take a nap, and just allow things to happen for you. And then we have milk and honey. Milk and honey is like so good. This is like prosperity. This is opportunities. This is, it can talk about actual abundance, just all things sweet in life, trusting that your needs are going to be met, trusting in your guides, in the universe, just having trust, letting things happen, and then prosperity naturally comes to you. And this is, literally like money. This is love. It's whatever it is that you've been wanting, whatever you really want. And I think for some of you, a lot of you, it's going to be money. You're wanting the reward without putting in the work. But your cards are kind of saying, like, wait, hold up, work, rest when you need to, and then you will get your reward. Allow things to happen on their own, because something will be happening there. Something will be happening when you start to get to work. So, let's look at your other cards. For your fairy cards, we have precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Yeah, so I think that this is just saying, you need to just sort of experience things right now. Don't necessarily act on anything, but just experience, just let things happen, just let it flow, and things will come in time. This reward that you've been wanting will come in time. So we also have the Spirit Keeper of the East. So this card is a new beginning. Again, just like that full card up there, it's a new beginning. It's a fresh cycle. It's releasing the old, releasing that old completed thing that you already got done. The past does not matter anymore. You just have to move forward. So even though you're kind of feeling reluctant to that change, that new beginning, whatever that is for you, it will bring a lot of really good things for you with this milk and honey card. You just have to sort of take the new beginning and let things happen. Just be positive about it. Be optimistic about it. Be open. So these last two cards, I have asked the cards, I put the intention in that this will be the energy of what these big changes are going to be for you. So we do have the second house, assets. This is about, material world, your possessions, your finances, your worthiness, your security. So I really do feel like for most of you, this is going to be about your finances, your job, especially with that Knight of Pentacles. And you're wanting these rewards, again, without putting in the work. So in order to get these assets, in order to get the coin, you have to chop wood. You have to do the work, and you have to let things happen. Allow them to happen. Again, rest when you need it. This isn't like grind all day. This is just kind of putting in the necessary work to make it happen. And it will happen for you. This card makes me smile so much. I love it so much. So really, really good things, prosperity, abundance, those things will be happening for you, but you have to trust, and you have to do the work. You have to put in the work. And then we also have your other like energy. It's Cancer energy, how you're feeling, your intuition, birthing. This is family oriented as well. This is kind of about your emotions, about your feelings. So I really feel like you guys have been feeling a little bit down now that you've completed some sort of cycle. You've completed something and you're sad that it's over, and you're not really wanting to embark on this new journey or this new beginning. And I really don't know what that is for you, but I know that it's okay to feel those feelings. But in order to make the reward happen, you have to sort of put in the work, meditate when needed. That is, I feel like that's work in itself. And these things will come in time. And, again, precious time. These things will just come on their own. So don't stress too much about them. So I hope that brought you some sort of peace about these big changes happening in your life. If this resonated with you, Group 3, please let me know in the comments. Give this a like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. Check out my Twitter and my Instagram in the description below. And you can book personal readings with me there if you desire. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Hi, Group 4. If you picked the clear quartz, you were in the right place. Let's get into your tarot cards, and then we will look at your oracle cards. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Ace of Wands upright. And for your last one, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. All right, so big changes happening in your life, Group 4. So the 7 of Pentacles in reverse can represent not finishing what you've started. Having maybe some cash flow problems with, maybe not putting in the work to get your money, or maybe, not finishing what you started kind of makes me think of this quarantine. Maybe you were fired, or you were cut off from your job, or something happened that you didn't expect, and it's kind of put in like a change of plans, and you've been having trouble compensating for that. So that is a situation that I feel like you're presently going through. I don't necessarily think that this is going to happen. If it hasn't happened already, I feel like maybe you're going to feel a little tight on money. And I don't want you to worry yet, because we have some things to fix that, I believe. Tarot cards don't usually just give you a bad situation and don't tell you how to fix it. So let's talk about the rest of the cards. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, this kind of makes me think of this makes me think of just like the general energy of this reading, because the Queen of Swords talks about being very honest, very truthful, open-minded, communication. This is just kind of like that air energy, that mental energy, and I think that this will probably make sense later as we go through more of your cards. But this could also be a feminine energy coming into your life. So somebody who is honest, truthful, open-minded, communicative, and they could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini woman, or it doesn't have to be a woman, it could just be a feminine male. So that's another message that's coming through. We'll make sense of it later. We have the Ace of Wands. This is great. This is talking about new beginnings. This is talking about good news, a new passion that you've maybe taken on, and maybe this is a new source of income. This could also just be talking about physically starting something, accepting a challenge. You're accepting this challenge of the cash flow, and I see cash flow problems on both ends here. So just kind of focusing on lack. You're feeling lack, so you're focusing on this lack of money. You're focusing on instability, and you're focusing on insecurity. So let's see if your oracle cards give us more insight to how we can fix this, what other changes are going to happen, things like that. We have Yang. That is masculine energy, so that's very interesting how we have both feminine and masculine energies here. We have serendipity, and we have deep knowing. All right, so I can already tell you the big theme for this reading, group 4, is understanding and knowing and trusting that everything is going to work out. If things have not, if you are having issues, if you are having problems, if everything is not okay, then it's not the end, because everything is okay in the end. Everything always works out one way or another. Things do not happen to us without a reason. That is something I really truly believe. So this Yang energy, this is masculine energy, creative, self-starting, power to make things happen, taking action. This also makes me think strong manifestation energy. So because we also have this Ace of Wands, so this makes me think specifically of Aries energy. So because we have this ball of fire, and the Ace of Wands, generally fire signs are very self-starting. They're very innovative. They're very good at manifesting, because they will not take no for an answer, and they put in the work. They physically do the work, and that's something that you need to channel right now. Physically doing the work, finishing whatever it is, you're starting this new activity, this new passion, putting in all of your efforts and things into it. So so that's a big thing coming through for you, group 4. This is like creative, some kind of creative activity, some kind of like self-starting thing that you're going to be doing in the next month. And this could potentially bring through money for you. I'm really feeling like this could potentially have some sort of cash flow attached to it, some source of income coming from it. So, but you have to be very self-starting. You have to finish what you've started. So that is one message. We also have serendipity. I love this card. Okay, I love this card. So this talks about like everything is going to be okay. We have this literally a 4-leaf clover right here. This talks about opportunity. This makes me think of that Sagittarius energy. We have a lot of fire happening. Opportunity, readiness, being ready, luck and good fortune. That is a big Sagittarius theme. Good luck and good fortune. Signs and symbols. So you need to be paying attention to signs from the universe, symbols, angel numbers, things like that, magical alignment of events. I think that everything is going to magically align for you. Even though you're feeling right now, you're feeling a lack of things, you're feeling a lack of money, you're not having some sort of cash flow. And I think that will really, really change when you just trust, when you have this deep knowing, this knowing that everything is going to work out, because miracles really do happen every day. Things magically align just for you. And your guides want you to know that you're going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Just know that you're going to be okay. Trust, because even though things are looking a little slim right now, you're not really seeing your efforts being rewarded. They will be, especially because we have the serendipity card. So I think that you should not worry at all. Things are going to be coming to you. You just have to put in the work, be self-starting, and you can do this through whatever this new passion or this new thing that you're going to be doing. The best way to figure out what this new thing is by going into meditation, quieting your mind, and just seeing what pops up in your head. Try to see what kind of thoughts pop into your head about, specifically about how to make money or what this new passion could be, so that you're also happy doing what you want to be doing, right? And we also have the Queen of Swords energy, which I haven't really talked about much because I'm trying to make sense of it. I think that Queen of Swords energy also can talk about just knowing and just trusting. I think swords, that air energy, does talk about trust for sure. Trusting that things are going to work out, trusting that everything's going to be all right, being very open-minded, not letting don't focus on the lack, focus on what you do have, focus on all of the abundance. It's that glass, half full or half empty sort of mentality. You have to think of the glass as half full. So open-mindedness, that's the energy that you need to be taking on, the communication, being truthful, and also trusting in the fact that you're going to be rewarded for sure. For your fairy card, we have pure intention. Yes, again, this is manifestation. So I really think, again, like I was saying, that fire sign energy they're so good at manifesting what they want. That wands energy of just getting what you want and being used to getting what you want. And again, being starting something physically yourself. So take matters into your own hands and manifest. I think as long as your intention is pure, again, you manifest what you really want. What do you really want? You want stability, I'm sure. I think everyone wants stability. Use the fairy of manifestation and use your wishes wisely. So make sure that you are wishing things that are for the highest good of all and not just for your own personal gain. This is, make sure that you're wanting things for your own good and not for your indulgence, basically. So trust in your intentions, trust in that pure intention, and also make sure that you're manifesting. For your native spirit card, we have shapeshifter. This tells me that things are going to change. In the next month or so, these big changes, it's going to shift. This cash flow, this problem of not having enough is going to shift for you. You have to kind of look at things with new eyes, a new perspective. Why not you? Why not you? Why can't you have all of your dreams, all of your manifestations, all of your desires, the good luck, the good fortune? Why not you? You have to think of it in that sort of standpoint. It's like, why can't I have that? Of course you can have it. If you manifest it, if you put your mind to it, if you start meditating on it, right? So that's a big theme is making sure that you're looking at things with new eyes, a new perspective. Think of the perspective that your guides think of you as. They got your back. Think of it as, that deep knowing. I think that's the thing that needs to shift for you. That shapeshifter energy of looking at things with a new perspective and just knowing and trusting that everything is going to work out for you instead of looking at it with worry. You need to look at everything with love, right? For your last two cards, we have energy cards, and I did put in the intention that I wanted this to be like the energy of these big changes. So we have passion, 5th house again. So again, oh my God, this is the wands energy. This is that fire energy. This is passion. Passion is what wands and fire is all about. It's performance, entertainment, creativity. Maybe those are things that you can make money with. Maybe that's another income. Maybe this cash flow issue is happening because you have not found your passion, and your guides want you to have the best. They want you to be making money off of things that make you happy and not by things that are depressing and are making you work too hard or making you become a workaholic and not wanting you things that you don't want to put your energy into. So they want you to have everything. They want you to have passion behind what you're doing, right? So this could be something in entertainment. This could be a creative endeavor. This could be, something that you are very passionate about, something that you enjoy doing, and maybe you don't even know what it is yet. So let's, if you find out what that passion is, I would love for you to come back and tell me, because I love to know your stories. Another energy is the sun. And the sun for me is so good. Whenever I see sun energy, the sun card in tarot or the sun, that's just that energy in general. I have like literally the sun tattoo. That energy is like, it's life force. It is celebration. It is good vibes all around, right? So this is like the essence, the energy. In astrology specifically, it does talk about your self-awareness, your individuality. How can you show your passions and your individuality, and also make money from it, and also incorporate that into your daily life? This is talking about creativity. Same thing that this passionate, this fifth house energy is talking about, right? This is, how can you shine? How can you be self-sufficient? So you are going to be finding a new passion in the next month that will help you bring in money, that will help you be happy, that will help you, it will bring good luck, good fortune, and you will have a very deep trust, a very deep knowing that these things are going to happen for you. So I'm so excited for you, Group 4. If you are also excited, or if this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I love to hear what you have to say. Give me a like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. And check out my Instagram and my Twitter in the description below. I post a lot on Twitter. Every Thursday I do a free card pull, so if you're interested in that, go check that out. And DM me for personal readings. I will see you guys in my next video.